That was a tough ass loss, dude. That was an all motor Mustang, E85. Had a bunch of other tricks up his sleeve. Totally gutted. Just had a driver's seat in. I mean, even had a golf cart battery in it. But no lying, that car moved, dude. You know, my car's full weight, but no excuse. Who knows if it was running to potential then? But that was a hard loss. It was a very hard loss. He definitely made that one interesting for me. Came around me about 135, I don't know, you know, kilometers. But yeah, I started to make this video for you guys, and I took a bunch of footage of doing the rear end in my car. I currently had a 327 LSD out of a 2012 Camaro in my car, and then I got a 345 20,000 mile LSD out of a 45th anniversary Camaro SS. I ended up getting that one from Ranch Built. It came from a car that actually they're building. It's a twin turbo 45th anniversary Camaro, but there is nothing left of it. Nothing left of. It's basically a shell, and they're caging it. It's got a, you know, subframe and K-member, and it's legit, dude. So super shout out to those guys for hooking me up on the rear end. I needed to get this one out so I could send it to my buddy on the other side of the state where all the fast cars are. But yeah, I got it. I was in the process of making the video, and got to basically where I was ready to pull out the rear end, and then the rest of it was time lapse. So gonna try to explain it a little bit, you know, whatever's kind of left, and then at the end of the video, feel free to comment below. Even in my next video, I could even possibly cover, you know, maybe what I missed or some questions you guys put down in the bottom. Even if it's later on, you know, down the road, I can still try to cover them. I'm probably try to do some live videos and stuff like that. But got a lot of exciting stuff coming up. Some other stuff I purchased that's going to make the channel a lot better, and I'm just looking forward to it. So if I've got to do some more explaining in the video, I'll definitely cut it and do some more explaining. But I want to thank every one of you for subscribing, and if you haven't hit that subscribe button, think about doing it. It's just helping me out, you know. I'd really like to bring more content to you guys, you know, than I am able to right now. It's snowing outside, so yeah, we're gonna do what we can to bring you footage. I've got some stuff coming up that is amazing, you know, so hopefully I can do full videos on those. But yeah, it's we're gonna keep on rolling. So thanks for subscribing if you have, and make sure you hit that like button, and definitely comment below if you have questions, because I've done this twice now, so it's pretty easy. But yeah, I'll stop the video like I said, and kind of cover some more, and then yeah, thanks for watching. Hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, y'all. All right, so we're in the car. It is cold as hell out, dude. So I can't thank Chad enough for letting me do this here at his house. So that's where we're gonna head. I gotta get my energy drink and get the hell out of here. Let's go. I don't know, as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's definitely snow here, so won't be too many more days that I can actually drive this car. But I need to get the rear end in this car so I can send my other one out to my buddy Josh. And then we're probably gonna go with either an inline pump, or we're gonna do a twin pump setup and get rid of the boosted pump, because the boost pump just I feel like it's just too much of an issue, and if we're making bigger power, you know, I don't want to be taking the chance of the pump dying and then scattering the motor. So surprised we haven't scattered it already, but that's kind of the plan. It's build season up here. We don't have the opportunity of running all year long, and you know, I do live in Washington State, so I got to deal with it. Everybody else up here does too, so we call it build season. I guess that's just to make winter sound more exciting, I guess, because I don't snowmobile anymore. I don't ski, anything like that. So yeah, stay tuned. But we're gonna get on our way to Chad's. We're gonna get this rear end in. Hopefully I give you guys better instructions than I did last time when I did it. I put the 327 in it. We are putting the 345 in it, and see how it goes. Guys, so I do have a time lapse going. Obviously, I just wanted to stop here for a second, kind of show you basically what we're doing. So if you look, we just loosened the lower control arm, and then just this front arm here, and then this arm here, right here, and the lower control arm. These are all 18s, front and back, so the head of the bolt and the nut are all 18s. And then that way on both sides. Obviously we took the exhaust off so I could get to the rear end. And if you look at the rear end, I've already popped it off. These are all 18s on the head, and then they're 19s on the back side. So basically this actually goes on, all these actually fit in here. So if you actually look, you can kind of see here. But see those little pieces right there? That's what goes into here, and I'll show you when I get the newer end. I'll put this on the newer end. And then these actually bolt on to here. So it's 3 of these from the driveline, and then the other 3 are actually bolted to this mount that is on the driveline. So like I said, this is the 327 that we're pulling out. Kind of see there, maybe 327 LSD. Gonna send this one off to Josh. So yeah, we got both sides the same way. We're going to pop the axles out and then loosen this up, and we should be able to get the axle hopefully out without pulling the axles out of the end, because that's a pain in the ass and I don't want to do it again. And I do have a blown boot over here, so you can kind of see all the BS, all the grease. That's where all that's from, because the boot is actually torn on the top. So pretty easy if you got a lift. If you don't have a lift, it's going to be kind of a pain in the ass. So kind of little, my buddy's Chad's Cobra under here, Lightning he's working on, Fox body he's doing, and I don't know, can't really thank him enough for letting me come and do this in here. So we've got that thing pretty much up as high as it'll go, just because I'm taller. I'm 6'3". That's kind of the disadvantage of being taller. Can't really fit under the car. So I'm gonna try to time lapse some more of it. I was just kind of getting guys an idea of what we were doing. If you want to, you can pull the axles, but it is a pain in the ass. All right, guys, so it's not really that hard. I'm just editing the video right now, getting me some 1320 action in. Hell yeah. So on the video here, you kind of see in here we got the end of the axle. It's actually going to be longer than this. So what I did when I took these out the first time is it was seized, and no matter what, with heat and everything else, it just would not come out. I ended up hitting that so hard with a sledgehammer that it mushroomed the outside, and I had to cut it off and actually put a die on it and rethread it. So they're actually shorter than they should be. Not that safe, but I mean, they're all the way through the nut. And then these nuts, of course, they say they're one-time use. I didn't replace them, and you probably definitely should. It's just one of those things need to get to. I'm probably gonna put new axles in this thing, but once you take that off, once you get the nut off, if you're gonna do anything, drench it in, you know, PB Blaster or something like that, and then get something on the center of it and just hit on the center of it. You know, I would recommend using I would recommend using like a rubber mallet, like a heavy rubber mallet. And then if you do have to use something, using like something to beat on the center of it instead of the outside, so you don't end up messing the threads up. And then once you get that beat through, you can actually go up in here, kind of show you with the mouse. Right in here, you can put a pry bar in there, and you can pry against the knuckle to get that out. And it's usually easier to have somebody hold this and pull it out while you're trying to actually pry the axle out of the knuckle. So just wanted to clear that up for you guys. You kind of see us doing that in the next part here. And then yeah, so that's what we did. Alright, so once you get the axles pulled out, obviously this isn't my car because he's got all the other BMR stuff that I don't. But you're going to have this bolt and this bolt on this other side, as well as the back bolt here. And you're going to take those out, and then you'll be able to drop the rear end out. That's what we did. And then you see us putting the new one back in the car. So that's what we're going to do right here. So right here, you're going to see us actually putting the rear end back in the car. It's a lot easier with a tranny jack to get it up in there, but if you're not doing it on a lift and you have a creeper, or you're just laying on the ground, just putting it on your chest and putting it up in there, and then put the back bolt in to the rear end. So once you get that one in, you can rock the front up into position, get those two bolts put in, and then it's just reverse order from here. You just put the drive line back on, and then you're going to throw the axles back in it, bolt everything up, and then in the next section will be actually adding the fluid. So I use like a Lucas fluid on mine, and it takes about a quart and a half, I want to say, to fill it up. But you can kind of check that too. This one was completely drained, so pretty easy to put back together, as you can kind of see. So it's it all goes back together. Once you have it apart, you're going to know exactly what you need to put back together. The only bad part is when you have the lower control arms and all the other links, like the other arms, like the drag link and stuff like that, where they come together on the knuckle, it's actually hard. It's really tight to get the bolts in, so you got to kind of put them in, and then you got to kind of knock them in with a rubber mallet or something. It's just going to be usually bad. It's just going to be a really tight fit, just to forewarn you. So pretty simple little project. Don't be afraid of it. It's actually pretty dang easy. Hell yeah. You probably could, dude, if you're quick, you could probably do it in an hour. I'm gonna say an hour, just one up you. Well, guys, we got it done. Probably a solid hour and a half if you don't bullshit like I did. I had one of my boots on my axle. Actually, when we pulled the axles, which I didn't plan on doing, but we couldn't really get the stubs out of the rear end. So we pulled the axles. One of my clamps actually came apart. So we spent like an hour and a half trying to find one in town. We couldn't find one. So I'll have to order one because nobody has one. But biggest I could find was like 3.6 or something, and it's definitely a 4. So spent more time trying to find a clamp than we did actually working on the car. So I guess if you plan on doing this swap, just obviously undo all the lower control arm and everything else and pull the axles. Obviously it's really easy on a lift. I did it on the ground once. That's not fun, but it can be done. You know, I don't know what kind of setup y'all have for working on one. It wouldn't be fun outside in the cold or inside in the cold by yourself. So definitely if you do it and you got some help, you'll probably knock it out pretty damn quick. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. We're gonna get the pump, a new pump put in the car. Hopefully we'll get another nice day and we'll go test this rear end. So thanks to my buddy Chad for helping me out, letting me come use his shop, talk me out of going turbo again. God damn it. But he's right. You know, we got the blower. We ain't even making it work yet. We're only at 9 pounds. We're still on pump. We made 630 before. I believe if we do a fuel system and you know, do the flex fuel sensor, probably do injectors, pumps, and pulley it, I believe we got a lot more. I think we could still make 800, you know, on the bottom end. So that's what I'm gonna do. So that's all coming up over the winter. We're still gonna be ordering parts, obviously. I'm gonna do the fuel system and all that. So look forward to this car probably going for 750 to 800 in the next step on the blower. But yeah, that's all I got, guys. So hopefully you got a little bit of info if you plan on doing it yourself. And winter's definitely here up here, so I'll get you guys as much content as I can. But we've got a lot of cars coming up on the channel that want to do videos, so we'll do a lot of those, and then we'll have more content on this car too, more racing, whatever we can do, shenanigans, whatever. But thank you for following along. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and we'll get this car out on the